Welcome back everyone to Missions 101, where today we are going to start on the second pair of missions for our second set, where we are going to begin with Training for Glory. I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. We are currently training soldiers at Scarhold. Since you're an exceptional warrior, we need you to travel to the fortress of Eretmithrin and assist with the training of the soldiers under supervision of Rongvald. I'm counting on you, so let's go and see what we got here. What's the twist this time? Commander Rongvald trains dwarves for the battle of the fortress of Scarhold in Eretmithrin. Your mission is to assist Rongvald with the training of dwarves for the war at Scarhold. The twist here is inspiring presence. The monster commander in this mission has an aura that buffs any allies nearby. Now, monster commander is probably a poor word for this because I am sure that Rongvald will not appreciate that. But let's go and head to Scarhold. We've arrived at Scarhold and are ready to train for glory. Here we are, have the ranks of the dwarves. Here is Rongvald, who is the source of the inspiring presence. As I said, probably shouldn't tell him that it says monster on there. And I know they even have an elite marker on him instead of one of the friendly plates that you will sometimes get. Here we are, our first dwarf here. I'm ready! So we need to prepare ourselves. Oh, I guess I need to get closer. There you go. Now, despite them saying... Oh, I am still on the javelin stance from the last one. I did not see any buff pop up on him, so I'm going to guess that they just bumped up the total morale for the dwarf. And that just being in the instance is what's good there overall. So they don't have a presence buff or anything like that because he's keeping a watch on you even if his back is turned. You know how it is with commanders and teachers. They have eyes in the back of their head, apparently. There you go. Now let's just go through this. We have a total of, I believe, 6 of these we need to get through before we're going to be done. They're in this horseshoe shape here. We got, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess squads. They look like about a squad to me. 1, 2, 3. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So about a dozen dwarves then? Yeah, that sounds like a, well, more of a World War II size squad than a modern size squad, but it'll do. It's not like the dwarves are running a modern army. There you go. Next. Well, that squad only has 10 in it, looks like. Let us spar! Yes, so we are sparring now with each of the dwarves, one by one. Inspired, despite the lack of a buff on there. And you just need to go through each of the 6 dwarves. So this is one where all the combat is sparring type combat as opposed to the usual one where you have to defeat them completely. You just have to say until, okay, or they say, okay, I've learned something, we are done. And well fought or something like that. So while they're holding themselves in a stance like that, they're just getting ready for battle to receive a charge or something like that. Not that I usually often associate dwarves with spears, so I would think that spears would be a nice reach weapon, could be useful for dwarves, I guess. Since often some of the large, since especially against trolls, I would think spears would be very good for dwarves to use against trolls, seeing how, actually I guess it depends on your philosophy. can you really get in close with a troll where maybe their size could be awkward or something like that? So you see that we get the box right over there. He runs to the area, then he goes back to his walk as soon as he arrives there, and then we're done. Great work, Pineleaf! You have helped train these soldiers well. I now know this will be a battle that we will win! Yay! And what do you say about that, Horing? Well done! With these soldiers properly trained, we will certainly win this war. Right, that's nice, confident, and good. What else? We also have Wall of Ice. I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. My scouts have come back from Stormwall. They have found the old ruins partially encased in ice. Unfortunately, the group was running short of time and supplies, else they would have begun to chisel through the ice. We must return to properly clean up the site. This can only be the work of the Frost Horde, and for that, it cannot stand. Alright? And if you haven't figured it out yet, the wall of ice means its twist is gated. Within the ruins of Stormwall, cold worms have begun building icy walls within the vacant lair of Etterfang. Your mission is to clear out the ice walls within the ruins of Stormwall, and I must breach the barrier. In this case, it's literally breach the barrier, unlike the last episode where gated meant we had to find a couple of keys. In this case, we must break through some barriers in order to reach the end of the mission. So let's go. Here we are in Stormwall in order to get ready for some walls of ice. Now, I should note that the exact location of the walls of ice changes from run to run. I ran it earlier with another character earlier today, and there was only one. This right side wall was here, the left side wall was not. The wall was located elsewhere. Now, what we need to do is to destroy 5 walls. And we also have a boss that we need to kill, and that's how you secure Stormwall in there. And yeah, as soon as you bring down this wall, you're probably going to be attacked by a worm on the other side. Right, now we might as well take care of this one also. But yes, you do need to destroy all 5 of them, even if you kill the boss before them, because that's part of your mission, is to get rid of these walls of ice. Now the boss, I think the boss is at a fixed location and that there is a permanent ice block here. Now I think this specific ice block right here, there might be some that are always there and some that are optionally there. I would have to do this a lot more times before I could be sure of all the locations they can be and which ones are constant ones. I think the one with the boss is always there. This one might always be there, for example. That one right over there, that's an optional one. So that one is one that I think changes from time to time. There's sometimes one right in front of here, which there isn't one today. So you can get a bit of a variety in where the various walls are located. And you're going to run into plenty of worms. Now, we do have a couple of corpses you could run into along here, so you can loot those corpses. And there's at least one other Stormwall mission, and that Stormwall mission also has the corpses available. So if you are in Stormwall and you are running a mission there, just remember you can get a little extra loot by looting the corpses. I don't think there are any missions outside of Stormwall that have anything like that. So it's either a bug or it's just something they do in order to compensate for the annoyance of Stormwall, where they decided it was be more of a nuisance to not have them there than to have them there, which is of course another possibility. It's not like they break the game or anything else because you are going through here on a quest. Now, I believe that this might be the key wall right here. So let us see if that's true. That this is the one with... Actually, it'd be easy to find out if the boss is there because... Well, that's the ice wall, and... Well, Alright, who's attacking me? Well, I have no idea who's attacking me, but... Well, I wait for whatever I'm in combat with to arrive. I might as well take care of this wall, since I need to take care of the walls anyway. I was just trying to see if I could figure out what the red dot that's to the left is, whether that's the boss or if that's just a random worm. And it looks like a random worm, so this isn't the boss room. So it looks like then that maybe all of the walls are random, because I don't think the boss is behind that one. Which means I'll have to go to a place beyond it in order to get the... Who am I in combat with? Who, the one... Oh, actually, this is the boss! Maybe there are different locations for the boss, or... Or my memory is really bad. Alright, that's always a possibility, but yes. Hearthreg is the boss. Alright, there you go. And you're being all the usual cold wormy and all that fun stuff. Let's see. Wait. I forgot how tough these signatures can be, especially the boss signatures, that tend to be, of course, on the high end of the signature scale, as you can imagine. Because being named usually gets you a few extra points in there, where you're pushing almost into the range for an elite. But there you go. Now we're done with this. Now our dwarf friend is, of course, going to be way back at the beginning, because you could theoretically be anywhere to do it, since it's either when you kill both the boss and get all 5 of them there. So they put them at a neutral spot. In this case, it is the very beginning, with the obligatory chest and the obligatory congratulations. Great work, Pineleaf! With those ice walls gone, let's return reporter success to Horing. Oh yes, I had forgotten to turn that in last episode, or I mean, after the previous one. So let's get rid of that. Good, that takes care of the daily. Now, well done! That should send a message to the storm wall. Does not belong to the Frost Horde. We may need to return to Stormwall often to keep our hold upon the ruins. I fear the Frost Horde will return sooner than later. Yeah, most likely. And that actually finishes the episode, because that was our 2 missions where we ran to a wall of ice, and oh yeah, it's got some riches in... Oh no, riches in Sudgrot was the last episode. This was where we had some training for glory. That's right, we went to Scarhall for some training for glory, and then broke down a wall of ice. And I'll see you next time for another 2 missions when we return to Missions 101.